We talked about Booleans twice, now it's time to use them. Probably the single most common use of these guys, at least from my experience, the if statement. She's famous, she's everywhere. If is one of the most versatile tools in your kit, but also can be misused. It's basically the hammer and nails of the coding world, which, although extremely helpful, not everything needs a nail hammered into it. Even still, hammering nails into things is the easiest way to put them together, and so, like, see, look at this. Look at this. Right, see, here? Every single one of these events, literally every single one, here, they've all got at least one of these if statements. Every single, okay, well, all right, well, not these two, they don't count. Either way, the point is you use this constantly. You will use this forever. At its core, it unlocks dynamic coding, which means you can write code that will change what it does each time it runs. So how do we change it? It's Booleans. So you already kind of have an idea of what Booleans do. This variable ends up being a Boolean. Now, there's a bit more going on here. We haven't talked about functions, but for now, just take my word that this is either true or false. So is choice pan, by the way, that's saved elsewhere. Now we can start getting an idea of why Booleans are useful. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. This asks if the node is holding the player, that is to say, if the player is here, or choice panned, which is asking if the choice that leads to this node is hovered. Then we turn image alpha equal to 1. You can also put brackets like this after your if statement, which will give you the ability to run multiple lines of code. If you don't know what alpha is, it's basically transparency. 0 means invisible, 1 is fully visible, 0.5 is basically see-through, like glass. So this little if statement is actually how we light up nodes. So this effect, the node going from light gray to black, this node being black, that's actually this line right here. It's because normally they're all drawn a little bit see-through, but when you hover, they darken. So with just one if statement, we already have one of the core functions built. Except not really, because I ignored how a lot of these were being set, but that's besides the point. Still, if statements can get pretty kooky, so we're gonna go over some of the kookier ones next.